And so they had to decide, am I going to give up on this season? Because it seems as if every literally the whole team died. The whole team perished in a plane wreck. And I want you to think about your dreams. It's like, how many of your dreams have died, or how many of your dreams have perished, or how many of your dreams have you given up on throughout the years? From the point of where you were a 10-year-old kid to the point where you were a 20-year-old adult, to the point where you were a 30-year-old adult, to the point where you were 40 and 50 years old. How many dreams within all those years have perished, have died, have seemed as if, oh, I had this as a dream in the past, but it's not a reality for me now. So I've given up on that thing. And so they had to make a decision. Were they just going to continue to let their dreams and their hope and their future die and perish? Or were they going to make a decision to finish the season strong, even though literally all of the odds were stacked against them? And you have odds that are stacked against you in your life as well. And you have to make a decision right now. Are you going to win? Are you going to continue? Are you going to give up on your life? Are you going to give up on your dreams? Or are you going to find whatever path there is for real? P2P motivation, here we go. So I need y'all to listen to me. Listen to me well. I need y'all to get this, because there are going to be times in your life where it feels like everything is stacked against you, where it feels like there's just not a path to winning, where it feels like losing is just your destiny, because you've been used to losing for so long. You've been used to not winning for so long. But I'm telling you, when you get to that point and you feel like everything is stacked against you, when you feel like nothing is working, when you feel like nothing you try prospers and everything that you try fails, I need you to keep going. I need you to not give up and not give in. The boys and I were just watching this movie, and I can't remember if the name of the movie is We Are Marshall or Marshall, but there was this football team. This was back in like 1970, and there was this football team, and all the players and the coaches and some of the fans, it was like 75 people on the team, got into an airplane accident. Like the airplane crashed, and the airplane crashed like in the middle of the season, and most of all the players, except for 4 players who were freshmen, died in that plane crash. And so they had to make a decision if they were going to give up on the football season, or if they were going to press through or lock in and not give up and still try to finish the football season. But they only had 4 players. The coach died, the head coach, the assistant coach, like some of the fans were even on the team, like the starting quarterback, the starting running back, the starting wide receiver, like all of the good players. There were only 4 players left on the team that weren't on that plane. And I think it was like one coach that missed the plane and was driving to the place where they were going. And so they had to decide, am I going to give up on this season? Because it seems as if every literally the whole team died. The whole team perished in a plane wreck. And I want you to think about your dreams. It's like, how many of your dreams have died, or how many of your dreams have perished, or how many of your dreams have you given up on throughout the years? From the point of where you were a 10-year-old kid to the point where you were a 20-year-old adult, to the point where you were a 30-year-old adult, to the point where you were 40 and 50 years old. How many dreams within all those years have perished, have died, have seemed as if, oh, I had this as a dream in the past, but it's not a reality for me now. So I've given up on that thing. And so they had to make a decision. Were they just going to continue to let their dreams and their hope and their future die and perish? Or were they going to make a decision to finish the season strong, even though literally all of the odds were stacked against them? And you have odds that are stacked against you in your life as well. And you have to make a decision right now. Are you going to win? Are you going to continue? Are you going to give up on your life? Are you going to give up on your dreams? Or are you going to find whatever path there is for real to prospering, to winning? And so in this movie, what happened is they hired a new coach, and this new coach was like, energetic, spunky. He was, what I'm saying? He had dream, he had hope. He was not willing to give up on the season. And so he went out and started recruiting people. He started writing letters, looking for special exemptions. It seemed as if nothing was working. But finally, they got a letter back from the NCAA that because they had got denied time after time after time. And so what this coach was trying to do was, because he knew that he didn't have a chance recruiting like sophomores and seniors and those type of players, because they were going to go to the other schools. And so there was this rule back then, I don't know if it's still that way now, but they didn't let freshmen or redshirt freshmen play. And so he kept on writing letters to the NCAA, kept on writing letters. And finally, after writing those letters, he literally went one time and I think he talked to the president of the college. And he had the president like started believing in the dream and instead of giving up, because everybody else had given up hope. And so the president of the football or football operations or whatever it's called ended up in a rainstorm going to the person that had to approve the document to let freshmen play their first year. He ended up going in a rainstorm and standing out in front of the guy's house in the middle of the rain, soaking wet, requesting that they would let freshmen play, like give them a special exemption because all their players had died and all those type of things. And so with that grit, with that grind, with that not giving up hope, with that not giving in, they finally approved them to let freshmen play. And so they had like they had like an exemption in recruiting, and they were able to like recruit some of the top freshmen, to play on their team. So what I'm saying is right before you give up, when it seems hardest, when it seems as if there's no hope, that's when your breakthrough might come. And I want you not to give up right there at the edge of that breakthrough. I want you to grind. I want you to grit. I want you to dig your heels in, because your breakthrough may be right there at that hardest moment. And I want you to understand that you can win. You can prosper. You can dominate. You can bring those dreams back to life and give those dreams life again. Those things that you had hoped to do when you were 10, when you were 20, when you were 30, when you were 40, when you were 50. Those things, even though they might be dead, they can have life again. They can have life again. And I want you to understand who you are. I want you to understand what the Lord has called you to do. I want you to know that the Lord has a future and a hope and a purpose for you, and you don't have to give up on your dreams. I'm a living witness, a living testimony, a walking example of these things. Someone that the world had given up on, someone that seemed as if my dreams were dead, someone who had made mistakes in my life, and it seems as if everything was over. But once I realized that if I just grind, if I'm willing to do whatever it takes, stand out in the rain in front of somebody's house, keep on sending the forms in, keep on requesting like, hey, this special exemption, or keep on requesting this thing and that thing and that thing, and just not giving up, just being there ready and available whenever that breakthrough happens. Because when that breakthrough comes, it's like the windows of heaven are open, and it's as if nothing can stop you at that point. And you may go 20 or 30 years and it seems like everything was able to stop you. But once that breakthrough happens, once the Lord opens up that door, as I said, the windows of heaven, once they open, it's like then nothing can stop you. And as long as you don't give up, you will be in position to win, in position to prosper. And I need you to understand that those things that make you feel like your destiny is to lose, those same things can be a step towards you stepping up into your destiny. Those things that were trying to hold you down will become your footstool if you don't give up. It's P2P Motivation. We're here to help you not recidivize, but to maximize your potential. Use me. as an example. Someone that you would think, after I committed crimes and went to prison when I was 16, 17 years old, spent six years and 8 months in a physical prison. Some of you all are dealing with spiritual prisons and emotional prisons and prisons in other ways. You might not be dealing with a physical prison, but my physical prison can be an example of you for your emotional or spiritual or whatever type prison that you're dealing with. So we want to help you not to recidivize, but to maximize. We don't want you to go back to those things that were holding you back. But once you're set free from those things that were holding you back, we want you to be free and be free indeed. And we want you to win. We want you to prosper. We want you to maximize your potential, maximize your purpose, and be who God has called you to be. But with that being said, we'll see y'all on the next one. P2P Motivation.